Ready?
Yeah, I feel it.
What? Say it loud. Say it loud.
Can't feel it.
You can't feel it. Number 5 is project through the centre. Project through the centre. We touched on this before lunch, where you're looking at how to unite with the other party and expand through the body. This is not optional. If you want to use sensation to guide the fight, you must be able to stretch through the other individual to a capacity whereby you can feel the movement of the other person at its inception point. And if you wanted to look at the rolling that's synonymous with the martial art, you'll see this is one of the key ideas. In fact, if we start to roll, then you can look at the roll and include all these core principles. Do you mind moving over that side? Cheers, thanks very much. So, structure. So when we roll, okay, what's important is that everything is fed up and from the floor. You can see that if I can push pressure into his shoulders and head, I can start to move him back again. So it's really important that he keeps his shoulders locked down and keeps his elbows ahead of his body, where he can fuse with the floor and push up through his legs. The distance is the same as we were speaking about before. It has to be, doesn't it? If we mess it up and I move out slightly, then all of a sudden you'll see my body starts to rock. Can you push pressure into my shoulders and my head? There you go. See the upshot is my feet start moving. I can't control that. Okay, anytime you move pressure into the head and shoulders, the feet move under the body. It's not his choice. All of a sudden he's got something different to think about. So distance and structure. Angle. Here in the roll they set you up like this deliberately. You're 0 degrees. Nobody starts with an angular advantage. Both of us will strive to use pressure to offset the balance to try and find any available angle or create an angle all of our own. And then project through the centre. Here we are. All pressure moves forward. Everyone calls this a roll. It's not, it's a pinch. It's a pinch. And it's funny, isn't it, how the language that we use changes the idea. It's really important when you're looking at something that has Chinese origin that we now speak about in the English language. Because failure to convey your point properly can change the behaviour and then change the whole idea about what it is we wish to achieve. When I push my pressure through the centre, then I'm able to pick up his intention as soon as it occurs. Do you want to try and move on me? There. It's fine. When I stretch like this, then I can morph, change, balance the equation as I feel it happening. You see? Okay, I'm going to take it off. So if we were to draw a parallel, then you'll see how much stretch value I need to make sure that I can pick up the intent as it occurs. And if you draw a parallel, then you can see people that roll like this. This is a sideways roll. It's exceptionally gentlemanly, but it doesn't serve us. Let's try and show you another way. So now, there's absolutely no resistance. There's nothing stopping me hitting him, but do you want to try and hit me as fast as you can? See, there's nothing that I can do to stop him either. So we can draw a loose scenario. You position your hand here, and then you push into my centre more. That's it. Now, I'm going to try and kick your shin. When I try and kick it, I want you to go onto the floor, okay? So you push in. Okay, got it? Happy? All right. That's it. Okay, I'm going to get faster now, all right? Okay, and again. And again. Wait for it. There you go. Okay. All right, now you just rest on top. Ready?
Yeah, I feel it.
What? say it loud. Say it loud.
Can't feel it.
You can't feel it.
No.
Try again. You ready?
See it again.
Yeah.
Okay, stretch in. Ready? Now you can. So here's that same distance again. Okay, and one is pressing through. One is pressing through my centre. Okay, and you can see how it affects my balance as well. And one is resting. They are not the same. So if you stand at this distance and you want to use the Wing Chun system, you can't afford not to push through. So if we roll like this, you see there's no look. If I take my hands away, you can see this is circular. You can't operate the system. You simply don't have time to pick up the signal, to send the message to the brain, to send it back to the arm, to exact the behaviour, to stop getting hit. It's not up for debate. You know, and anybody else that you see doing Wing Chun like this, where the roll's circular without creating a degree of pressure, what you've got is two compliant individuals. You have two people playing the same game, but they're not operating in a manner whereby they're really trying to hit each other. And understand that this is an abstract. And then, again, what's important is not the roll. What's important is the structural capacity, the distance between two individuals, the stretch value, the feeling, okay, the timing, the cooperation. You know, all these additionals, the angle or the facing, all these things that sit in absolutely everything that we do. You take them away, and you can't stop it anymore. So habitually, we should always be looking to set the distance and then run the structure and then push up to the other individual. Right at the beginning of the day, we started off looking at this shape. Do you remember? We set two fists, and we push right in. And what we're looking for is the locking on the top hand, which is going to signal me to bong and move out. You can find the same behaviour in the moving Dan Chi for me. You can find this in a very famous Wing Chun drill. It's the same thing. So you see, he tries to attack my head, then I lock him down, and then I feed from the floor, and he challenges it, and then he activates his bong south, descends into the angle. All the same attributes you can find there again. But we're going to dial this in because what I'd like to try and do before we leave this afternoon is finish off the first section. And we've built quite a bit of it already. So you can find a partner, make two fists. We stick a Hoya or a Futsal on the top.